Good morning or good afternoon. Well, this is our second video on how to make a drawing of a part in Inventor. We're going to go ahead and do part 2-1 here. So again, we're just going to start a part generally from our folder on our desktop, but if we're going to do a drawing, we're going to start here with New. Go down here, the IDW file, and Create. Okay, so again, we're in D, that's the default. So we're going to go ahead and right-click on Sheet, and edit sheet. We're going to choose C. Works really well for most drawings. We could keep with D, but this works good. And given the orientation of the part, we want to keep it in landscape, so click OK. I'm going to go to my base, select the document. It's going to take me right to my Inventor files. If not, make sure you're on your desktop and you're in your Inventor files folder. And I want 2-1, so I'm going to double click. Okay, so there's my front view. Put my top view here, my side view here, isometric right here. I'm going to click right click. So that was all left clicks. Now right click, OK. All right, I want to move this down, so I'm going to grab my red area here, leave myself some room, pull this over, pull this down a little bit. And I got some room for my labels. I'm going to change my scale here. So right click, edit view, and I'm in 1:1. I'm going to go 2:1. Yeah, that's going to work good. So I'm going to click OK and change all these. Now these are a little too close. I'm going to drag them out a little bit. And what I want to do is try and make this distance here between the edge of the paper and my object and this edge here about the same. Then over here, now I no longer have enough room to put my side label, so I'm going to move the whole thing up a little bit by dragging the front view. Okay. I got a couple of things here I want to clean up in terms of my dimensions before I start labeling things. And let's make this a little bigger. And so edit view, 2:1. Okay. Type in isometric right here. Okay. And toggle label visibility or edit view label. So I'm going to hit that right there and click OK. And it drops in there and also puts my scale in there. I want to pull this in a little bit. There we go. And I want to right click one more thing on here. I forgot to do edit view. And I want this shaded. There we go. And if you notice it's in the color. My last one that I did was in that gray, the default, but this one actually pulls the color in that I have. It'll even print out that way. So a couple things I want to do is line these up. So I want to drag this up here. Pull this down. I'm going to zoom in so I can see this a little bit better. I'm going to pull that down. Pull this down so it's parallel to that. Bring this in line with those. Bring this down a little bit. Bring this down a little bit. So they're about 1/4 of an inch apart, and that's right on the center. Okay, we'll bring this in. Center that. I'm going to bring this in. And then this one duplicates what I'm doing over here. So I can actually bring it over here, and it's in the same thing. On top. So I'll do that. There we go. Or I could just delete it. The reason I pulled it over is because then it shows they're both right on this center line. So let me pop out a little bit. Okay, so we're good there. Now I've got all my main dimensions on here, 1-inch diameter, 1-inch diameter. But again, what it doesn't show me is it doesn't show me this thickness. And again, if you go back and you look at the actual drawing that you are working from, it has those. So I'm going to go ahead and hit Annotate up here. Hit Dimension. And I want to go ahead and here and here. So it gives me 1 inch. And that's okay. That allows me to add notes to things. I want to click here and here. And that's my 2 inches. Let's be consistent. Let's bring them over here like these are. And I want to escape out to get rid of my dimension tool. So I'm up here. I can either click my escape button or I can right click, escape. And now I can go back and pull this over. Okay, so I've got all my major dimensions here. I have this comes out 1 inch. This entire distance is 2 inches, making that 1 inch. The only thing I'm missing, if you go back and you look at your drawing, is my 10-degree angle right here. So I want to go ahead and go back to my dimension. Okay, and what that's doing is it's kind of giving me a 1 inch here. So I'm on this, and I want to right click between here and here. See how that changes to an angle? So here it just wants to pull out 1 inch my thickness. And then if I get on here, it's between two lines, and I get the angle thing. So I click, and that's 100 degrees, 80 degrees. Okay, and I can do some kind of vertical if I wanted to. But this right here is going to be fine. So I got 80 degrees here, which if it's 90 degrees, that means it's perpendicular. So that tells me there's a 10-degree separation there. So I can kind of work with that. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that, and that's escape. The other thing I could do is I could actually put a vertical line in here and have it dimension to that as well. But I don't necessarily want to go with that in terms of making a reference line. So again, go back over here to dimension. And here. And here. And that's 100 degrees. And click OK. So I've got my angle of my taper going back. I have my total thickness. I have the thickness of my extrusion. My hidden lines show that I have a hole going all the way through this thing. So I should have all of my dimensions on there. Now I just want to put my labels on there. So let's go ahead and escape out of dimensioning. Go to my text leader. Remember, if you ever kind of stuck, it's not doing what you want, go ahead and hit escape once or twice and it'll get you out of whatever you're doing. So I'm going to hit my text. Come down here. Turn on my box. I'm going to roll out a little bit. Pop this open, make sure my all caps are on. So this is my front view. I want to make sure it's centered left to right, centered top to bottom. Now, notice I didn't do this first. So now I'm going to highlight this and 0.24. And that's good right there. Okay, so that's nice there. And we're going to center it, escape out. Make sure I'm not on my blue dot. There we go. Nice. Okay. And I want to right click and I want to copy. I want to paste. Control V. Yeah, I must have messed that up. So right click, copy. Over here, left click, right click, paste. Right there. And I can do another one right here. Okay. Escape out so you don't place any more. Double click on this. And we're going to change that to top. Double click on this. Side, a little bit faster way than how I showed you last time. The other time was kind of the basic method. It's a little bit faster. So I have my front, top, side, isometric, all caps on your lettering. All my dimensions in here. This is all nicely nested in here. So we're going to talk about chained or linked versus nested dimensions. I got my scale here, got my scale here. See? So I want to work on my title block. Go up here to the very top in your browser tree. It's called the browser tree. Will help you with everything. Let you know what you've been doing. Right click. Go to iProperties. Okay. Go to Summary. And my title. Part 2-1. And then my name. Company. All right. And then if you wanted to, you can come in here. And put our course in there, or whatever course you happen to be in that you're watching this for. It's kind of a nice thing when you're a student and not a practicing engineer or architect. So, or mechanical designer. So again, you got all of this in here. Let's go ahead and click OK. And it populates my name, dates in there, company, part C, 2-1. Okay. So So we've got everything in there. All right. Sheet 101 got our scale. Double check everything. File. Save as. And I can actually left arrow and just put it in drawing. Part 2-1 PEM, so it's already got all of that in there, so I don't have to retype everything. Just put drawing in front of it. It's in the correct place. My desktop folder. Save. Come back in here. File. Save as. And then I want to now change this to a PDF. Nope. Hit the wrong thing, didn't I? So hit cancel. Told you this in the first one. So file. Not save as, but save copy as. Save as does not work. And it's already selected PDF, but if I had to, I'd go down here and select PDF. And save. It's going to put that PDF, and that way you have a PDF file to submit into Schoology. It does not like IDW files, but it likes PDFs. Alright, so there's our second video on how to create a drawing.